Hi there, I'm Dr. Johnson. I'm a radiologist, and I wanted to discuss CT chest in coronavirus and how CT chest could be the actual study of choice in epidemic areas to diagnose coronavirus rather than the swab test. So there's three things I wanted to discuss today. The first is a study in Wuhan, China, describing how CT chest may be beneficial. And then I wanted to take time to talk about patients who may benefit from this test rather than the swab test. And the third thing is I wanted to show you the actual classic findings on a CT chest that when you look at, you say, hey, that's coronavirus. So let's go to the study in Wuhan, China. This study was performed from January 6 to February 6 with about 1,114 patients. And out of those patients, 59% had a positive swab test, but 88% had a positive CT chest finding for coronavirus. So it goes to show that CT chest has a 97% specificity for coronavirus. They took patients with a negative swab test and then put them in a group to get a CT chest. And it showed 75% of those patients that showed negative swab tests had positive CT findings for coronavirus. Obviously, this got me really excited. I've already come across a couple cases with positive coronavirus, and my friends and family and patients have been asking me many questions. So this is where I wanted to go on to my next point for patients that are denied the swab test. There's only so many tests right now that can go around. And usually you're able to get the swab test if you're a healthcare worker or you have the classic symptoms of very high fever, extreme shortness of breath, have come in contact with someone with positive coronavirus or have traveled around out of the country. Let's say you're a patient with not quite all those criteria, but you really think you have it. Let's say you have a low-grade fever and a cough. You're unsure, but you have suspicion that you have the positive COVID-19. You go to the ER and you're turned away. This has happened to numerous people that are telling me these stories. What I tell them is, hey, you should probably get a chest CT scan because if you're having symptoms, it'll show if you have the classic findings. But there are times when they've even said it in the news that you may not have any symptoms at all. In those cases, yes, you may be carrying the coronavirus or COVID-19, but a chest CT may not help you because if you don't have symptoms, it hasn't gotten to the point where you have the findings on chest CT. So the third thing I wanted to show you is the actual findings on the CT chest, where it helps radiologists diagnose the actual coronavirus itself. With COVID-19, there are classic findings. These are called ground glass opacities. These ground glass opacities are in the periphery of the lungs and are predominantly in the lower lungs. So this is the classic findings in a patient with coronavirus, and we've seen this pattern with almost all of the patients. The ground glass opacities occur in 86% of the patients. In 64%, they have these ground glass opacities with consolidation. And in over half of them, they're lower lobe predominance, we call it. So this is what coronavirus looks like on CT. Thank you for listening to my segment on CT chest and coronavirus. I'll keep you updated every week on new radiographic findings, either with the coronavirus or other new fun topics. Radiology is great because it covers every body part, and so there's so much to expand on and spread knowledge to people who may not know and want to see what things look like. So thank you so much, and I hope everyone stays safe. And remember, if you have symptoms and you can't get the swab test, there's always the CT chest available. Thank you.